Holy shit. What did we just watch? I'm your host, Harrison Graham, here on the Chiefs Report for post-game reaction of Chiefs versus Bills in the AFC Divisional Round. The Chiefs win in an absolute classic. And that's not even giving it justice. 42-36 in overtime. They win the coin flip. They go 40 yards in 13 seconds to set up a game-tying field goal at the end of regulation, and the Chiefs win. Patrick Mahomes, tremendous, both throwing and rushing. Tyreek Hill, 150 yards and a touchdown. Shout out Josh Allen and Gabriel Davis for Buffalo. Those guys were unbelievable, but the Chiefs showed you why they are the kings of the AFC as they advance to the AFC Championship Game with a 42-36 win over the Buffalo Bills. If you think my voice is gone, that's because it is after this epic game. What is your one-word reaction to the Chiefs win over the Buffalo Bills? Give me one word reaction. Mine's epic. I mean, this game was epic. There's no way to downplay it. This is the best game in the NFL by far. We just saw the two best teams play, in my opinion. And maybe the two best quarterbacks. Who knows? Mahomes and Allen were tremendous. Give me your one-word reaction to the Chiefs' win over the Bills. Now, we're going to work in your comments during our post-game show as we react live to what just happened. RTMG with saying Game of the Year. I mean, if it's not, then what was, right? I'm just thinking back to games this year. And by the way, the divisional round was tremendous. You look at all the scores, right? Cincinnati, 19-16, with a game-winning 50-plus yard bomb from Evan McPherson. That was a great game. Niners, 13-10 over the Packers in the frozen tundra. Classic defensive battle there. Rams, crazy. We thought Rams-Bucks was crazy. 30-27. This game topped it all, though. It's the game of the year. It's the game of the last. I think it's the best game that's outside of a Super Bowl or a conference championship game that I can ever remember. It was that good. This was just such a joy to watch, and I'm so glad the Chiefs won it to advance to the AFC title game against Cincinnati. Keep it rolling here. Brian Gales, my voice is shot. Well, should have joined us for the watch party because it was epic. Sign Rashad Breeland ASAP tomorrow. I don't trust Hughes. Mike Hughes got freaking torched. Gabriel Davis with one of the all-time performances for a receiver in this game. 8 catches, 201 yards, and 4 touchdowns. You've probably never heard of Gabriel Davis, and he absolutely went crazy. Mike Hughes ain't it. We know that. He's a number 4 corner. He's not a starter. Hopefully Rashad Fenton can play next week. We'll see on Rashad Breeland. Who knows, man? It's the Chiefs may have to just outscore the Bengals next week because you know Joe Burrow is going to be dropping dimes to Jamar Chase. Caleb Harrell, what are your thoughts on tonight's game? I've kind of laid it out for you guys, but I just and let me go for a second here, Jack. You can even go full screen here if you want. I can't put into words. I mean, Tom Downey's still hanging out in the studio with me. He said it's the best game he's ever seen. And I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. I don't want to, be that guy because, what's the classic guy on Twitter, right? It's the best game I've ever seen until the game next week, right? It's the best game I've ever seen. This is in the top 5 for me, though. This is one of the greatest games because neither team played poorly. Now, both teams had bad defensive lapses. That is for sure. But, we saw two just aliens at quarterback in Mahomes and Allen going toe for toe. Neither guy made a mistake. Neither guy put the ball in danger once. Not once. I mean, you want to compare the stats? Mahomes, 32 of 43, 370, 2 touchdowns passing, ran for 69 yards and a touchdown. Allen throws for 329 and 4 touchdowns, ran for 68. Both teams led their team in rushing as well. You see the numbers on screen right now. I mean, this was such a treat. I mean, it's just unbelievable what these guys are able to do. This was a classic. This is what you want as an NFL fan. You want these games to be competitive, and you want both teams to play well. That's what happened. What else can you ask for? I mean, this is Texas USC stuff with both teams going back and forth. It was a joy. I'd be shocked if either conference championship game or the Super Bowl was this awesome. I hope it is because then you're like, holy shit, how awesome is that going to be? But I mean, it's the game of the year. It's the game of the decade. It's maybe the game of the century. It's one of the best games that I've ever seen. Who is tonight's MVP in the win over the Buffalo Bills for Kansas City? You got to go number 15, man. I mean, how many quarterbacks in the NFL with 13 seconds could navigate a two-play? Let me see if I've got the exact drive here. 2 plays and 44 yards. 19 yards to Hill and about 25 yards to Kelce to get Harrison Butker in range from 49. Not many, man. Mahomes is different. So is Allen. Josh Allen was awesome, but Patrick Mahomes got the final word. Sure. And by the way, I'm still the team that loses the coin flip should get the ball no matter what. Chiefs got screwed on that in 18. Bills could say they got screwed tonight, but these are the rules we live in. Mahomes is the MVP tonight. I mean, without him, you get blown out. There's no doubt. Connor Hibbets, hashtag Chiefs. And by the way, Super Chats get on the show as well, and they take priority. What did you think when we had 13 seconds left? I thought it was over completely. I thought it was likely over, but Mahomes is the one guy. And when you have a guy like Tyreek and Kelce, there's always that glimmer of hope. Now, I think the Bills' strategy there, especially on the second play, was weird. I mean, soft coverage on Kelce, you just let him get 25. That was strange. But when you have this offense, it's never completely over. Never completely over. I knew there was at least a chance. The first play, I said it before the play on the live watch party. I said, got to get 20 yards on first down. Well, they got 19, so that gave you a chance. You needed another 15 or so. Got 25. I was saying, well, if you get inside 65, Harrison Butker has the leg to give you a chance. Now, he missed a field goal on an extra point, but he's got a cannon of a leg. I thought Andy Reid would try anything inside 65. Well, you gave him a 49-yard attempt. So for him, that's usually he makes those, and he did. Redemption for Butker. He can sleep well tonight. And honestly, his misses led to an epic overtime game. So for me, it was awesome. I'll say I thought it was about a 10% chance, but turn into 100 because they ended up winning. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring tonight's post-game show. You can bet on the conference championship games and the Super Bowl at chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Promo code Chiefs125. Do we have early betting odds? I'm guessing we probably don't. Chiefs minus 6.5 over Cincinnati. Not sure what the other one is, but we'll focus on the Chiefs here. Promo code Chiefs125. Rams actually a 1-point favorite over the I'm drawing a blank. Who are they playing? Niners, 1-point favorite or 3? 3.5-point favorite over the Niners. Little rambly. If you want to bet on those games, chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Promo code Chiefs125. Plus, if you are a first-time customer at BetUS, like if you create an account tonight by going to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet, use that URL, deposit $100, place a bet, and then we'll hook you guys up with a brand new Chiefs jersey after you use the promo code as well, Chiefs125. We got Patrick Mahomes in red and in yellow. We got some Clyde Edwards-Helaire jerseys as well. And by the way, CEH, not a lot of touches tonight, but he played really well on the touches he got. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Promo code Chiefs125, and then email us, jersey@chatsports.com. We will hook you guys up with a brand new Chiefs jersey. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 60 yards on 7 carries, so pretty darn good. Caleb Harrell, what do we need to clean up on offense and defense? Nothing on offense. The only time I was disappointed in the offense tonight was after the Tyreek Hill long punt return inside the 20, and you had to settle for 3. I thought Andy Reid got cute with that Blake Bell, Jerick McKinnon option play on 3rd and 1 that lost 3 yards. Other than that, though, I mean, the offense scored 42 points against the number 1 scoring defense in the league. What else do you want? Defensively, injuries hurt. Tyrann Mathieu went down, which we should probably talk about that for a sec. Left with a concussion. Obviously, his status will be huge next week against Cincinnati. You didn't have Rashad Fenton tonight. That hurts. Mike Hughes got picked on. There's no doubt. But I thought Nick Bolton played well. I thought the front played overall decent. Hopefully you get Mathieu and Fenton back. I mean, those guys would make a big difference. There's no doubt about that. Polar Splash, 66-26. Do you think Tyrann Mathieu will play next week? I mean, we saw Nick Bosa clear protocols for San Francisco. Matthew's got a week. I'd say 60-40 he plays, but every concussion's different. Sometimes guys miss several weeks. Some guys are back within 3 or 4 days. So it's a process. You got to go through the protocols. I hope he plays because we know Cincinnati's passing attack is lethal. We saw that in Week 17 when Joe Burrow and Chase went crazy. Would like to have Mathieu out there over Dan Sorensen. I hope he plays. I'll say 60-65% chance he will play. Jacob Getch, Mahomes' greatest Chiefs QB of all time? Yes, already. and that was true before this game. 4 straight AFC title games now. 2 Super Bowl appearances. 1 went away from a 3rd straight Super Bowl. He's won a Super Bowl. He's won an MVP. He's won a Super Bowl MVP. And he's done all that before the age of 27. Which Chiefs quarterback is better? I mean, guys, he could retire after the season and probably go into the Hall of Fame because he's had the greatest start to a career for any quarterback in league history. Those are just statistical facts. Like, he's the Chiefs' best quarterback ever, and if he plays another 10 or 15 years, he's going to have an argument for the greatest quarterback ever. Long way to go for that one, but for Chiefs franchise, yes, he's the best quarterback in franchise history. Subscribe to the channel for more Chiefs news, rumors, and other videos as well. We'll have a Chiefs vs. Bengals preview on the channel tomorrow on Monday. So if you're watching this Sunday night, stay tuned for that. If you're watching this on Monday, well, preview video should be out any second now. YouTube.com/ChiefsTV. We got 1,000 new subscribers on Sunday night. Let's get to 26,000 subs as soon as possible. Damian McLaughlin, who would you rather play, Rams or Niners? Probably the Niners because while Jimmy G finds ways to win, you've beaten them before 2 years ago in the Super Bowl. And I think the Rams, I just think Stafford has a better chance and a higher ceiling of getting hot on you. But it's possible you just beat, in the Bills, your toughest remaining potential opponent. Now, Cincinnati beat the Chiefs earlier this year. You got to take them seriously. Rams and Niners are capable teams, but I think the Chiefs will be favored in the Super Bowl if they get there. So I'd probably rather play San Francisco, but either way is fine. Heifer Recon is the Mahomes versus Allen match with the new Manning versus Brady. Maybe. This narrative's been pushed. Played in the AFC title game last year. Chiefs handled Allen pretty good. Obviously an epic game tonight, an instant classic. So I think there's no reason why this can't be the next QB rivalry in the NFL. It's possible it's already brewing right now. Last question here, super chat from Edward. Bills made a big mistake not kicking in bounds on the last TD, forcing Chiefs to burn time with only 13 left. We got lucky. That's a fair point. Now, the flip side of that is what if the Chiefs house a kickoff on you? But what would you rather take a chance on? Mahomes completing 2 big completions to get into field goal range, which he did, or Byron Pringle housing a kickoff return? Probably that one, all right? But you're thinking with 13 seconds left, like, their chances are slim, but Chiefs found a way, man. They just found a way. And now they will face Cincinnati at home, 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Central Time, next Sunday at Arrowhead Stadium. Chiefs, Bengals. Let me know who's going to win and what the final score is going to end up being. Type KC for the Chiefs, type CIM for the Bengals, but also get those score predictions in.